A Ponzi scheme is a deceptive financial structure where the person organizing it creates the illusion of profit by using money from your participants to pay earlier participants. Let me break it down for you.
Okay, that was cool. The term Ponzi scheme comes from Charles Ponzi. According to Investor.gov, in the 1920s, Ponzi promised investors a 50% return within a few months through what he claimed was an investment in international mail coupons, but the money was not coming from real profit. He was using money from new investors to pay fake returns to earlier investors, and that is what makes a Ponzi scheme work. It creates the illusion that people are making money when really, the system depends on a constant flow of new people joining. Once it becomes harder to recruit new investors, or when too many people try to cash out, the scheme collapses. This connects to deception because the scammer controls what people see, what they hear, and what gets left out, making the opportunity look real when it is not.
Okay, nerd. Now let's bring this a little closer to home. Here in the RGV, the cultural aspect matters because money, trust, and community are all closely connected. In Hispanic communities, people often rely on family, friends, coworkers, church members, and people from the same community. That trust can be a good thing because it helps people support each other, but it can also be manipulated. A good example is a tanda. A tanda is not automatically a scam or a Ponzi scheme. Usually, it is a rotating saving system where everyone contributes money and each person gets their turn receiving the full amount. The difference is transparency. A tanda works when everyone knows the rules, who is involved, and when they will receive their money. A Ponzi scheme works when someone hides the truth and makes people believe there is a profit when there is not. Scammers can abuse that cultural trust because it sounds familiar and personal, which makes people less suspicious. That is why scams can spread fast in close communities. People join because they do not want to miss out, because someone they trust invited them, or because they feel pressure to support someone they know. And that same trust can also appear in job opportunities, especially when students or young people are looking for flexible work. We researched Ponzi schemes through the textbook Lying and Deception in Human Interaction by Mark Knapp, as well as real-life examples from family members, friends, and first-hand experiences from survivors.
Hi, my name is Tanner Mott, and this is my survivor story. So 4 years ago, I was given an award at the Palm Awards, and I was promised a $1,500 scholarship, and now 4 years later, still don't have my money. I've been in contact with one of the directors who is in charge of these scholarships, and he's been on and off with me, and it's been a whole thing. But I recently realized that I am not the only person this is being done to. There are so many kids who are promised these scholarships and do not receive them, and some people have to wait years just like me. This connects to a Ponzi scheme because just like Ponzi schemes, new money is being given, and it's being given to the old investors, in this case recipients, and the new people are snubbed of their money. And that was my survivor story.
Hi, my name is Kiana, and this is my survivor story. So in the summer, I found myself involved with a company called Cutco. I would soon realize that this was some sort of scam and scheme as the time went on, and as I spent more time with them, I saw that a lot of the products that they were selling, the price itself was left to the ending, as well as the people that they were reaching out to were a lot of college students who they knew were very vulnerable to this type of marketing, especially because it was advertised as flexible job hours that you can do from home, which was not the case because many of the times you had to be in the office at least 4 times out of the week, which was not something that worked well with the audience that they were striving to get. They were trying to get a lot of the friends and family involved, not only in purchasing the products, but as well in the company itself. That is my survivor story.
Pues las tandas son a veces para beneficio de muchas personas. A veces ahorran para comprar un carro o una casa y ahí tienen ya su dinero ahorrado. Yo he entrado a una tanda y muchas personas una persona me quedó mal y a las demás personas que he entrado yo en tandas pues han salido honestas. Pero la otra persona que yo entré con esa tanda, no cumplió con mi dinero que me iba a dar. Me pagaba con colchas o me pagaba con monedas y eso no estaba bien. Entonces yo quería que me entregaran mi dinero como yo se lo entregaba a ella.
So my dad recently got into one, and I think he got paid recently out of it. From what I could tell, he was just paying every week or so 300, and now he has $4,000 because it counts where you join it. If you join it in the beginning, at the end you're gonna get into debt. But he signed up to be like the last person, so now he doesn't. He paid the whole entire time, and now it was like if someone was just holding his money. So now he got his got it back.
I fell under the Cutco guys back in high school. They were recruiting everyone, getting us to go to interviews, sell their knives. They weren't telling us like what the pay was. We were asking like very politely, like, "Oh, like, is there room to, get a raise?" And they would not tell us. They wouldn't even tell us it was commission.
My uncle used to run a Herbalife store. I think he closed it after like 5 years. Eventually, he started losing money, and like everything that he had made, he lost over the years. So that was really, it was really hard to see him fall 3 times like that. I don't think there were any signs early on, but a lot of people would tell him like, "Hey, Herbalife doesn't have the best reputation." So we tried to keep him away from it, but he was like really set on his ways that he wanted to do it. It worked out for a little bit, but in the long run, it just fell apart, and now he's like struggling.
Social media has made this even worse because now scams do not just show up in person, they show up on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and even your DMs. A lot of entrepreneurship influencers sell the idea that anyone can get rich fast if they buy a course, join a program, start trading, resell products, or recruit other people. They make success look simple. They show the cars, the apartments, the watches, the cash, the gym clips, and the motivational speeches, but what they don't always show is how they actually make their money.
These gurus know how to target people differently. For men, the message is usually about becoming an alpha. For women, it can be about becoming a boss babe. Different message, same pressure. That is where it becomes mass deception. Instead of convincing one person face to face, these influencers can reach thousands of people at once. They build trust by acting relatable, using cultural language, and making people feel like they are missing out. The textbook explains that deception is not always just a direct lie. It can also happen through selecting, hiding, and shaping information to make people believe something.
In the RGV, this can feel even more personal. Family, hustle, sacrifice, and financial pressure are big parts of the culture. So when someone tries to say that they're breaking generational curses, help their families, or be their own boss, it sounds inspiring. And those goals are real. But scammers use that same language to make fake opportunities feel trustworthy. Ponzi schemes are not just about money. They are about trust, culture, communication, and the way people are influenced by promises of success.
From the history of Charles Ponzi to Thanas and cultural trust in the RGV, to job opportunities, product selling businesses, courses, and social media gurus, the pattern is the same. People are promised success, freedom, or fast money, but the truth is hidden behind pressure and persuasion.
A real opportunity should be able to answer questions. A scam avoids them. So the point is not to stop trusting people, but to recognize when trust is being used against you. Because at the end of the day, a tanda works when everyone knows the truth. A Ponzi scheme works when someone hides it.